Previously on Apocalypse World, you were all driving your battle food truck across the red wastes of Mars to deliver 3 crates with unknown contents to the city of Reagan's Hope. On the way there, you ran into a raider convoy in jeeps and proceeded to have a road battle, which took you through a terraforming bubble full of mushrooms and red rain that stained everything you owned. And after an anxiety-filled night and some consumption of some hallucinogenic mushrooms, you were all able to navigate your way out, and now you are on the road to Reagan's Hope. Yeah.
On the road again.
So, we had just seen Reagan's Hope, or are we on, do we see it in the distance, or are we still on the way?
Yes, you see it in the distance. You are approaching it. You can see the tall buildings, the wall around the city, and the, terraformed bubble over it, as well as the entrance to the tunnels below.
Oh, so the place is in, a biodome?
Yes. So Reagan's Hope is, it has 2 parts. There is an obvious, surface city, which you can see from a distance. And you can, what you can't see is the tunnels below, because obviously they're tunnels, they're underground. And that is actually where the majority of the city is. But the richest, most opulent district, which is also the richest, most opulent city on all of Mars, is in that biodome on the top.
They get to breathe the good air.
All right, but before we move on to that, I think we had something to resolve from the last session.
We did, that's right.
Yes. All right, so recap what that was.
In this game, or in the in the way that we kind of tweaked the mechanics a little bit, when you let loose, when your character lets loose with another player character, which we've kind of loosely defined as sharing a bonding moment, basically letting their guard down, something like that. There are certain moves that your character can perform with another character. And because we had Crossfade and let loose in the last episode, something is going to happen with the 2 of them. Crossfade, do you want to describe what that is?
Yes. Hold on. Boop, boop. There's my book. Okay. So, when my character and another character let loose, we automatically do a deep brain scan on them, whether I have that move or not. So, I'm going to roll plus weird. However, there's a difference between the regular deep brain scan as a move and that Mac, you, the MC, choose the questions and not me.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
Awesome. Well, that is a lot of fun for me.
Yeah. I can read them more deeply than normal, but I gotta roll some dice to see how much of that. Roll plus weird.
Okay.
Submit. I succeeded with an 11. Ooh, I got the big one.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Okay, that's gonna be fun.
So on
a 10 plus.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
Go for it.
You hold 3. So I can spin the hold to ask those questions. So that's 3 questions that get answered for me about our good friend last. Except you choose.
But I am spending the hold.
Yes, you are.
Oh man, these questions are fun.
Right.
Okay.
They're tell me about all your childhood drama.
So So last, there's a couple of these that I'm gonna have to choose between. There's 4 questions, and I have to cut one of them, and I can't decide which one to cut.
What's one you
Because I've got a suggestion.
Yeah, go for it.
I would say cut the second one because it's not as interesting.
Awesome.
To what I know about.
All right, so yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So last, what was your character's lowest moment?
It was he's a young teenager and he's with his big old extended family on a big ass giant rover, not terribly unlike the Caravan, but a bit more industrial and a lot more run down. And he's basically picked up and rushed away, doesn't know what's going on. There's a bunch of confusion, and several people are carrying him away, but it's only a few members of his family, and most of the rest are killed in the rover when it explodes from a catastrophic reactor failure.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm sad now.
Something like a half a dozen of them.
What are your characters? Oh, sorry.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. What are your character's secret pains?
That he deeply believes that he is going to be the last human being alive, and he's going to see everyone else die. And that when he dies, it's the end of humanity, because he'll just be the last.
Well.
And in what ways are his mind and soul vulnerable?
He acts like he doesn't care about what happens to him and the world around him, but it's just a defense mechanism, because he's steeling himself against losing everyone, like he lost his family and everyone else up until this point. So he's actually a real softie. Like, he really wants to help people and do good and do nice things for people, but he just if he ever faces that's actually what he's doing, he will just collapse because he can't accept that.
Aw.
So, Crossfade, as a result of this interaction that you and Last have had, I think that after you I think that after you go to sleep that night, actually, you wake up and, well, no. All of this is revealed to you in a dream, basically. Okay. You are seeing all of this play out before you, as if from Last's point of view. And you wake up, and I think, or no, I should ask you. Do you think that Crossfade understands, exactly what's happened?
I don't think they understand it exactly. I think Crossfade understands that they get weird vibes about people and things, and don't necessarily know why it happens. Mm-hmm. So I think they understand that they're getting one of those vibes, but they don't necessarily know for sure, oh, this is me having a psychic moment with somebody else. It's that was a weird dream, but it felt different from a dream. So I feel I know some things about Last right now, but also I don't at the same time.
Yeah, I like that. So Last, we decided that as a result of your let loose move, you are able to, if you let loose with another character, then you are able to reverse whatever move they have with you onto them. So whatever
Well,
you know, whatever they get with you, you were able to get that as well.
Yeah, so it's just like a ditto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turnabout's fair play.
Yeah, turnabout, I think, is what we're calling the move. Just said that earlier. So we didn't like
That's awesome. I love
that
it.
came with the battle babe, which is just that it negates the other person's move and nothing happens. Both because it's boring and it, I don't know, takes agency away from the characters, I think.
Yeah.
But mainly because
We kind of thought that this was a lot more interesting than, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm rolling weird to see how my brain scan goes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See how many questions you get answered.
All right, I need to find my character sheet.
Do you know what your weird stat is? Is it a -1?
No, it's a +1.
Okay. Okay.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, nice.
So I get one thing.
Oh, good.
Okay. All right. So Crossfade.
Yes.
For what does your character crave forgiveness, and of whom?
Gosh, I don't know.
Or no, actually, no.
I don't think that's a good question.
I'm not
to
gonna-
ask this character.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go with that one.
That's what I told them to skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick another one.
What are your character's secret pains?
Secret pains. Oh gosh. Well, do you want a list?
Dang.
Yes.
Let me
actually do.
Okay. Let me I'll go with just the most the biggest one. Crossfade is, how do I want to phrase? I guess their biggest secret pain is that there are people in the world that they think that they are never going to be able to see again, or even if they did see them, that they would not accept them, and that thought terrifies them very much, and is probably the single most, I guess, anxiety-inducing feeling that they have.
So last.
Not necessarily people, maybe person specifically, and then a couple of people that they once would have had that feeling about but don't anymore, and the fact that they don't feel that way about them anymore is also its own kind of pain. Okay.
So last, you also wake up from a very similar dream to the one that Crossfade had. And the way that it makes you feel is remarkably similar to how you felt when you opened your brain to the maelstrom. But in addition to that, you also get this overwhelming sense of loss, I guess. You see these people, and when you wake up, you can't really remember specifics about their appearance or anything. But you know that they were someone who was close to you, or you as Crossfade in this dream. And you can tell that this is, something that you or that they are afraid of never being able to get back. How does Last feel about this?
Well, just he feels the immense sort of sadness, but the anxiety edge to it, it kind of feels new to him. He sort of worked hard to accept or pretend that he accepts what he's lost. So he's just kind of unnaturally quiet for a while, I guess. Sort of a bit down, and contemplative though, as he tries to think of what it means exactly, or was it even real? If it was real, he's going to look for some sign of confirmation that it might be somehow. And he's trying to think about how he might be able to say something that might be able to help, but he doesn't know what to say.
So what's the vibe like in the carnival right now between...
Everything's just real uncomfortable.
Well, last is
For no
sort of
apparent
actually
reason.
playing things off as in like just bad hangover, right? He's not being overtly sad. He's just being kind of quiet, and if anybody, he'll maybe like groan every now and again, like he's not feeling great. But it's mainly just a cover for that. He's not feeling physically bad at all, just emotionally kind of drained.
I feel like Crossfade is also being kind of quiet because they're trying to figure out, like they're trying to kind of determine what of these feelings like was just weird dreams that they have and what was like something for real, because they know something about it is for real, but they don't know if it's everything or if it's, just one thing, and they're just kind of trying to parse through their thoughts and feelings about it. So I think they're just kind of like going about their business as usual, but maybe being a little quieter than they usually would be.
What are the
Y'all
rest
like in the same room together? Or are y'all in separate locations?
I think sorry. I think Crossfade spends most of their time just kind of in like the body of the truck. So they're probably back there just like tweaking their guitar and doing maintenance and repairs on their stuff.
I figure Last has a little hammock that he sets up in one corner or another, wherever it makes sense, changes it every now and again. Doesn't really have a room or a space that's all his own. And he generally wanders about and can be seen all around at any point in time. Just could be found anywhere on the caravan.
All right, so different locations, basically. You're not just sitting together, sitting in silence.
No, we're not just like sitting next to each other like,
Yeah.
Okay, because that would have definitely shaded any interactions I or Farley would have had.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Rita and Farley, what are you guys doing?
Probably starting off. I guess it's morning, yeah?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're like probably approaching Reagan's Hope, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You can see it in the distance. It is big, so you're close, but not necessarily immediately about to arrive.
So, what's the plan, boss?
Hopefully we'll be able to go in here, drop the goods, and leave, and we'll have no problems beyond that. We don't need to go in the city. We don't need to say hi. We're just going to drop it and bail out and have a good time from there. I'd like to get the hell out of Dodge, so to speak.
All right. Well, was our contact meeting us inside of the city, or?
According to Jackson, they'd be outside of the city.
All right.
But on the
So you do
outskirts,
have-
who knows what could happen. Oh, sorry.
You do have your contacts, information.
Oh, okay.
You're able to,
Beep them.
you're able to give them a call. Confirm plans, announce your presence, whatever you may need to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will go. Well, how far off in the distance are we looking? Like an hour away, or?
You're thinking maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot him a beat. Like, hey, 45 out.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah. So
are you calling them or just sending the message as like text?
Sending just a text. I wasn't sure if we had I wasn't sure if we had mobile communications yet.
I got a car phone.
Yeah, I will say for narrative purposes you do.
All right.
You know, you yeah. I would say that communications on Mars are roughly at the point of like cell phones from the mid 2000s. You know, you can call, you can send texts, but can't really do much beyond that.
All right, so
Do we have a wired car phone in the cafe?
that's totally open. I mean, honestly, it'd be convenient.
Do you look? One of my favorite things about Apocalypse World is that the players can establish so much about the world. So
Well,
if you want to have a car phone, you
we're
can decide
talking-
if you have a car phone.
If we're talking like 80s technology,
Yeah, I think we should stick with that same vibe.
yeah,
It is very,
beepers and car
Car
phone
phone.
and like big
it is
brick.
very setting
it'd
appropriate.
be very funny. Yeah.
I mean, like everyone's got a cell phone.
Here's my cell phone.
We are in space, but
It's a fucking nuclear battery, and it's this big.
Yeah.
yeah. I like the idea of a car phone. It makes us stand. It makes us distinguished.
Yeah.
So,
Besides, you don't want to use the cell phones from here. They will give you cancer.
The carnival is Lux, so this is part of the experience.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the car phone was part of the upgraded package.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it also connects to like an intercom.
Mhm.
Through the
And it's just like probably
Great.
stands back, like, hey guys.
Great.
Right.
Yeah, I'll call the contact up on the old car phone.
On the car phone. All right.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. Okay, so you call the number that was provided to you, and you know, you hear a woman's voice answer. Hello?
Hey, you're Jackson's friend, right?
Depends on who's asking.
Oh, yeah. Fuck it. I can give out a first name, Rita.
Rita. Yeah, Jackson told me you would be coming.
Okay.
You're bringing the goods, right?
Yeah, in the same place as noted.
Well, there's been a little bit of an issue. We're actually gonna need you to come into the gates. But you know, the guards on duty, you know, they're not at the tunnels, they're not, you know, too particular about what comes in and what goes out. So I doubt you're gonna have too much trouble.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting trouble going in or out, but I really don't like changes of plans.
I know you don't. Nobody does. Unfortunately, this was not really, you know, the ideal. We're having obviously less than ideal circumstances, so, you know, I'm just gonna need you to bear with me. There will be some extra pay in it for you. Hopefully, you know, if everything goes to plan. Sorry, I'm probably not inspiring a ton of confidence right now.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Sure. I mean, we can make it in. That's not a problem.
How
Probably
much
getting
extra
out won't
pay
be a
is
problem.
gonna inspire our confidence?
I mean, extra pay is inspiring. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I'll head on in. Okay.
All right. So as you approach the gates to the tunnel, there is, there's like a large airlock door, basically, that is at the mouth of this tunnel. And, you stop in front of it. It slides open. And there's, another door on the inside. The first door slides shut after you pull the carnival, into the space between. And then the second door opens. There's a guard post there. And there are a few, armored guards that are basically sitting and keeping watch.
All right, let's look alive, people. Things aren't going according to plan. But we're not doing anything wrong. We're just here on business. We're here to spend some tabs. Everything should probably be fine.
One of the guards comes up and knocks on your driver's side window.
Farley rolls down the window and then he says, "Greetings. I assume you're going to want to talk to my associate." It's just my union leader. He just like sits back and lets them see Rita in the passenger side.
Well, we don't have reunions in Reagan's Hope.
All right,
But,
Of course not.
What brings you here today?
Just here on a little business. Supplies a bit low, but y'all have good stock.
All right. Can I see some kind of identification?
Yeah. I'll pass along my little ID, I guess ID chips. I don't know what kind of identification we use here.
License and registration.
Yeah, but I'll pass along some identifying credentials. Legitimate ones. I'm not trying to deal with any nonsense right now.
All right. So he takes said identification, looks it over. You see him type some stuff into a data pad, and he hands it back. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're good to go. Welcome to Reagan's Hope. Enjoy your stay.
Yep, thank you.
There's a gate ahead of you, and it's made of like a what appears to be like a very dense, heavy metal bars, and it slides open. Your path is clear.
I feel like as soon as the security guard is gone, Crossfade like pops up behind the seats. It's like, God, I hate this fucking place.
No unions. How do people?
Can you believe they don't even got dental in here? Can you believe that shit?
Oh my god.
Oh, they do. You just got to be in the right union.
How do they?
People want matters do?
Isn't it only for the rich people? You hear 17 say.
It's the
Behind
rich
you.
people union, the RPU.
Oh. Yeah, I remember hearing some stuff about that.
Hey, my union doesn't cover dental. What gives, Rita?
When was the last time you saw a dentist out here, buddy?
Farley grins and his teeth are all jacked up, like yellowed and cracked. What's a dentist?
The fuck is dental?
What the fuck is dental? I don't know. I don't know, but I want it.
All right, we
I don't know what it is, but I want it.
Like
We're gonna
hand
hook you up
cracks,
with
the
some-
window closed.
Yeah, we're gonna hook you up with some cyber jaws or something. That'd be pretty cool.
His dental plan is a toothbrush.
Dental plan.
Here's your benefits package. Just
Jeez.
Colgate.
It's a toothbrush and some Sensodyne.
Here you go, buddy.
We got Sensodyne money.
You've got the premium dental plan.
It's Sensodyne, but it's made out of tartar sauce.
Right. It's just an old Sensodyne tube that we filled up with some gum.
Oh, gross. So
It's hard caulk for your mouth.
So these tunnels, how big are they in comparison to the carnival? I mean, this thing's like a huge battle food truck. So,
well, obviously the carnival is able to fit into the tunnels. These tunnels are massive. Think about. I think initially, as you're coming in, the tunnels are about the width of like a 4-lane highway, because they are essentially a 4-lane highway, and there's 2 lanes going into the city, 2 lanes coming out. Height-wise, I'd say it's probably about oh man, how tall is like your average like truck? There's definitely like more than enough headroom for you guys.
To say higher than 11'5".
Yeah, it's
higher than the clearance of the drive-thru.
It's much higher than that.
Sorry, 11'8", but yes.
Yeah. I think it's probably about, let's go with 15 feet. That feels right.
sure.
It's about 15 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
There is, a little bit of a stretch of tunnel, and after a short amount of time, the tunnels open up into this like massive cavern, and you are able to see the rest of the city in front of you, and it is just massive. The highway is, the highway, quote, in is, elevated, and there's a huge amount of space below you. The city is built in like various tiers, going down the sides of the cavern. There are tiers that extend up above. Reagan's Hope is just absolutely massive, and this is only about 2/3 of it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Farley's gonna turn the carnival and start, I guess, going down like the spiral, like the sides of this cavern, right? Trying to like find the meeting place that Carter has sent us.
Yeah. So Carter lets you know where to meet her. There is the route that she's told you about leads into kind of what has the feel of like a large open air market. Except that it's not really open air, it's underground. And yeah, there's an area for you to park the truck, basically.
I'd like to read a sitch as we've been entering through the place and approaching. Lass has been fairly kind of just quiet and watching out the windows and just trying to get a feel for what this place is like right now, because he's been here a few times and the mood seems just, it always seems to be different every time. At least to him.
All right.
Well, we're also all former Reaganites too, right? Or rather, like our ancestry used to be Reaganite.
Crossfade's like pointing out like random local landmarks as we go past them, just like, and that's where I broke my arm.
Okay, Cliff, if you want to roll for read a search.
Yeah, rolling my sharp. What I get? I have to click another button. There we go. Partial success.
Okay, partial success. So you can ask one question.
Okay. I think if I'm going to only ask one of these questions, my question is, what should I be on the lookout for?
Yeah. I think that's really the only question that you can really ask right now. Or, the only one that really makes sense to ask at the moment. So what should I be on the lookout for? I'd say corporate guards, probably. They are, definitely a potential threat. They tend to operate not really necessarily like police, but, if you're caught, like, I guess breaking corporate codes or, in any violation of, like, the governing corporations policy, they're not going to be terribly thrilled with it. They also exist mostly to protect, like, corporate property. So, there aren't really many laws in place beyond, that.
All right, so I'm keeping an extra eye out for any signs of corporate security forces.
Mm-hmm. You also get the sense that if you run into like an actual Reaganite group, there's potential for some disagreement there, as you all are not necessarily Reaganites. There's a lot of potential for conflict. They tend not to like, outsiders very much. But the market district that you're heading into, at least at first glance, doesn't really seem to be filled with, people who seem to match the Reaganite description. So, yeah. You get the sense that you probably don't have a ton to worry about right here at the moment.
And we're in the tunnels, right? Like the Undercity.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Okay.
And corporate security, they would have corporate security here. At first I was like,
it's everywhere.
Yeah, because when it comes to protecting the corporate interests, basically, it's everything that this place produces.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Most of the, like, I guess blue collar workers live in the Reagan's Hope Undercity. Mm-hmm. The rich people are the ones who live on the top. And yeah, all of the pretty much all the facilities for production, warehousing, stuff like that is going to be underground.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck with production, and then we can't fuck with corporate.
Yeah.
Lots of mining shafts around too.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out for those.
Mm.
Also, let's keep an eye out for anyone by the name of Dodge.
Mm.
Rita, you get the sense that Dodge is probably not going to be in the Undercity. If he has interests here that, he has anything to do with, he'll probably send his people to go and take care of it.
And yeah.
Because if your experience with Dodge is anything to go by, he doesn't really want to get his hands dirty.
Yeah.
You expect problems?
I always expect problems here. But
yeah,
let's just say Dodge is a little upset about a business arrangement we had made that was not ideal for him. He's good at business in Reaganite land, but he's not good at business everywhere else. And unfortunately, he had to pay the price for that, much to our benefit. And that part makes him upset. Therefore, he's a little angry at me. It's been a long time ago, but I feel like he doesn't exactly forget those kinds of things. So just, it'd be in our best interest to not run into him.
Or maybe his.
Or, yeah, him, him and any affiliated associates.
But if we do kill them, right?
We'll read the situation as it comes. But you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea for you to hang out nearby the turret last. Or you can just do whatever. I mean, like, you're pretty proficient a lot of the ways, so by all means, do what you're most comfortable with. But yeah, maybe not, you know, immediately go to shooting, but it is pretty high on the list.
Yeah, I mean, the suits don't come down here. They send their goons down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goons are not always the smartest people.
Yeah, but he might also want to say hi to me personally.
If they were, they would be promoted to a rank above goon.
That's true. Goon is an official job title.
If CorpSec gets involved, and interferes in this, we can be sure there's something extra weird and fishy going on. So get ready for trouble.
Well, to be fair, we don't even know what's in these crates.
Oh,
And I don't want keeping it that way.
That's an ignorance.
I forgot to open them. Can you pull over for a minute? I want to see what's in these things.
We're not supposed to know.
Last, the carnival is parked.
Oh. Last is heading down to the crates.
It's the hangover that's got the momentum fill going for him.
Yeah, Farley's gonna go, we're not supposed to open them, but if you open them, I want to know.
Please refrain from opening the crates.
Mm-hmm.
I want this to go smoothly and without a hitch.
You don't want to know what's in them?
No.
Crossfade's like, I'm not going to participate in this drama,
If
but I
it's
do
a bunch
want to
of
hear about it.
comatose kids, then we're going to feel bad.
Okay, as this is happening,
Not something bizarre.
as this is happening, Farley, I'm assuming you're still in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Okay. You see a group of people kind of, approaching the caravan. There is a woman leading the group. She's wearing like a long, duster kind of coat. It's made of a dark red, kind of almost maroon, like pleather kind of material.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it had sleeves at one point, but they've been cut off. And it has like a high collar. And in addition to that, notable main part of her outfit, she is also wearing a fox mask.
Fashion icon.
Yes. There are, about 4 other people, and there are 4 other people, and one of them is driving like a small rover type vehicle that is clearly meant for freight transportation, probably inside of a warehouse, per initial construction, but it's obviously one of the older models that's no longer in production, so yeah.
Farley does
Yes.
Farley does an impressed whistle, like, ooh, like he's digging this outfit. And is that the contact?
Crossfade looks to where Farley's looking. I think immediately the face on their mask gets squinty eyes, and they're like, they start tapping Rita on the arm. They're like, hold up. She was in my mushroom dream. I seen this lady.
Your mushroom dream.
Yeah.
Did your mushroom dream, any additional context?
No, that was the worst part.
Was
I
it
seen
a
her.
good mushroom dream or a bad mushroom dream?
I mean, I woke up feeling kind of sad, but like nobody died or anything.
Do you know her from before?
I don't think so. She's wearing a mask, so I don't know.
Yeah, and she seems like she'd be pretty easy to remember.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that wore a mask on the regular. I mean, except for me, but
Oh, I figured it was a familial thing, and that was your cousin.
yeah, it's genetic actually.
Genetic mask.
We're born with it.
Yeah, you know, the weird environment on Mars and all of the radioactive materials here have done some weird things to human genetics. No, I'm kidding. That's
It's a
not.
fake family trait.
Default elements.
Lass is trying to figure out if he can open one of these crates without anyone telling. Like, you know what? Like smashing it open or anything. I'm just gonna look it over to see if there's like a latch or a fairly easy way to open it up.
Oh no.
Well, last you see a, I mean, there is a latch on there. There is also, what looks like a maglock with like a key, with like a keypad.
After the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It does not open.
And I shrug, wander off. Look,
Like, well, I tried.
It wasn't meant to be.
You kind of think that you might be able to force it if you try really hard.
yeah, but Rita asked me not to. And so I wasn't going to do it if Rita was going to find out.
It's probably a wise choice. All right. So yeah, this group of people, led by the fox lady, stops about maybe 10 feet from the front of the carnival. You can tell Farley, she is looking at you. She kind of crosses her arms. She is
Tip of the hat, tip of the morning, top of the morning. Not
She nods and then kind of continues watching you. You cannot see her eyes in the mask.
And the other goons that are behind her are waiting behind her, or
Yes.
and they're also just staring, waiting. Okay.
Greetings. How can I help you?
I'm assuming are you still in the truck, or are you?
Yeah, I'm in the truck.
Okay.
I'm still in the truck because I don't know who these people are. I mean, like, I was given a name, not really much of a description.
Yeah.
And while Fox Mask is kind of like out of the norm, like that doesn't mean a whole lot. Maybe I could be some weird fox cult that I'm just being intercepted by.
Reagan's a weird place, so yeah.
Maybe you should call Carter on the car phone. See if this lady picks up. She looks like she can hide a cell phone. She can have a cell phone under that coat.
She's got it in a holster.
Yeah.
I mean, cell phones aren't really difficult to hide.
You gotta strap them on like
when
a
they're
baby.
80s phones like this big.
Okay, that's fair. I think that our technology here has progressed a little bit beyond 80s. So instead of being like this big, they're like this big.
Okay.
They're like the size of like a Nokia phone.
Snazzy.
Oh, okay.
Snazzy.
She's got a flip phone.
I mean, we did start off this with 80s military technology,
Yeah.
so that might be worth
It's more like the 80s aesthetic to the technology, I think, rather than the actual.
Well, yeah,
stuff.
because I know
Yeah.
that like we're stuck with 80s technology, sort of, right? But I know that there's been people coming over since like 2200, 2300. We've had people
Yeah.
coming over, so we also have, depending on how rich they are, probably there's like some super future technology that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just stuck with the crap because we're scroungers.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I mean, the Great Robot Apocalypse of '68 didn't exactly help things.
Yeah, it's true.
Mhm.
That's true.
Mhm.
All right. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna greet the masked individual first.
All right.
How can I help you?
Morning. You Rita?
Yeah. Who's this?
Good to meet you. I'm Carter.
All right.
Good to meet you face to face.
Close enough. All right. We got the stuff. Where you want us to drop it off at?
All right. If you want to just hand it off, I can have my people drive the rover around to the back or the side or wherever you're keeping it.
Yeah, bring it on back. You got the money, right?
Of course I do.
Hey, I've seen some weird deals out here.
I know. There's definitely potential for that. I've, been part of some shady deals too, unfortunately. But, Jackson's never been one to set me up with anything too below board.
Yeah, he's been pretty good on being on the level.
Well, good to see he's got integrity.
Yep.
So,
And I hit the pager for Last to be like, all right, Last, open her up.
All right, Last is kind of in the back by the cargo bay, hanging out, and he's gonna just hit the button on this big hanging thing that's got the two buttons on it to lower, to open or close the cargo door back here. So press that and it'll start to pop open. He'll just make sure that he's standing there kind of majestically with the foot up on one crate.
Captain Morgan. Yeah.
A lit cigarette in between his lips.
What color is it?
One is like a bright green.
nice.
It's like
It's really
a
important to me that you guys know what color Last cigarettes are.
Yeah, I'm all over the pink ones.
That's very important. Vitally important, I would say.
But yeah, just standing there in his like cod piece and see-through sleeveless silicone long john.
Yeah.
And not much
So
else.
the back door of the truck, rolls upward, revealing you Last, and you're able to see this woman, this masked woman standing there, and you can't see her face behind the mask, obviously, but you still get a strange feeling that she is not impressed by you.
Poor Last.
I'm used to that at this point.
So, the crates.
You're looking at him.
She
the crates.
stares at you for a second, and then motions to, a couple of the people in the rover, and they move forward and pick up the crates.
Okay. I'll hang back and kind of just hang out while they do so.
Yeah. Carter, on the other hand, stands, watches, and rummages in her pocket, pulls out like a credit card, or what looks like a credit card. It is like a shiny, iridescent, silver. So anyway, Carter's goons pick up one crate, bring it back to the rover. You hear a series of beeps as they press the keys on the keypad, and then a pressurized hiss. And they open the lid of one crate. Carter comes around to the side, looks in it, nods. They repeat with the other two crates. To basically the same reaction.
Last is going to carry the third crate for them. As
Okay.
grab the second one. And just kind of hang around in the background and hope no one notices while I take a peek at what they're opening.
Okay.
He's just got to know.
I don't know.
Please talk about it. I'm just being casual. Like, no one not to, unless they tell me not.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd say cool. I feel like do something under fire doesn't really quite
I think
work for this role.
Can maybe go with how about hot, because it might be stipulate. I'm trying to
Okay.
manipulate
Yeah.
that to not getting a shit that I'm there to peek at the thing.
Okay. Real hot for me.
Oh, partial success. What does that do?
All right. Okay, so. Ooh, all right, this can be fun for me. Yeah, so last, you bring the crate around. This is the one that, you recognize was the one that was kind of abnormally heavy. And
Muscles.
yeah, you carry it over to the rover with some effort. And put it in the back. You act like you're going back toward the caravan, but you're able to stop behind. You see Carter put in the code.
It's a perfect prop for standing around somewhere you're not supposed to be.
Yeah, really. You watch as Carter puts in the code, and you hear the same pressurized hiss, and she lifts the lid, and you see that this crate is not full of toys like Jackson suggested it would be. It is full of various discarded augmented limbs. Just like you saw in your vision.
Okay, now I think I need to roll my cool to not react.
Okay.
Unless you think that's overdoing it, but
Hey, if you want to roll,
well,
I will let you roll.
this
Good.
sort of night before
You want to roll?
shrooms and
Especially if you want to further complicate the story. I will never say no to you doing that.
and Jess, or rather, Crossfade had mentioned that they had a mushroom dream about this situation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have trouble keeping my cool here. So, what happens with the buddies?
Act under fire.
Okay. I will. Okay.
I got a 10.
I was gonna say, before you rolled, I didn't get the chance to say it before you rolled, but I would like to be a mean GM and take -1 from your roll.
Okay, so that's a partial success. then.
Yes. So how do you partially keep your cool?
You flinch, hesitate, or stall. The MC can offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice.
I would like to find out what my hard bargain or ugly choice is.
Oh boy!
Well,
Gosh.
Complicated.
so Carter, If I can impose a little bit of my will on your character for a second. You try to stop yourself, but you can't help but let out just a little bit of an audible gasp. You're, surprised, you were shocked, and also kind of expected something to be up. At this, Carter turns around immediately, lightning fast, and almost without even thinking about it, pulls a gun out. And, she's angling it up, not directly at you. So, do you normally interfere with shipments like this? She slams the lid shut.
Is this happening behind the truck or up front?
It's happening behind the truck.
Behind the truck. All right.
I don't think there's anything normal about this situation at all.
You know what? There's not a lot normal about life on Mars. There never really has been. If you don't want to turn this into a problem, I would advise you to go back to the truck. We won't have an issue here.
Why would there be a problem?
What's going on?
Farley's like hitting the.
It's very low, all the way up at the front.
Nothing's going on. Everything's fine. This is our shipment. I believe it's a bit of a private matter. And I frankly don't see why you need to involve yourself in it.
I'm just the delivery guy.
Yes, you are. So I suggest that you learn your place. And don't tell anybody about what you saw here.
Okay.
Or we're gonna have a problem.
I like your mask.
She laughs and lowers her gun, puts it back in the concealed holster that it's in her coat.
What do they mean?
The mask?
No. The contents. What do they mean?
You really do ask too many questions. They're a way for us to get tabs. Nothing more.
If you say so. And I'm gonna turn around and walk back to the truck. Just waiting for the sound of any sign that she's raising the gun behind me, but kind of tense, but I'm trying to play it cool walking back.
All right. So Carter leaves her crew at the rover, goes back around to the front of the truck. Rita, I would assume you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still up front.
Okay. So she kind of walks up to, the passenger side door, kind of taps on it a couple times.
Break the window down.
Hey. So, thank you Thank you for your services. I appreciate it. Everything arrived in good condition. She takes the credit card, out of her pocket, hands it to you. Here's your payment.
Thank you.
It's for the whole crew, so, you'll have to portion that out.
And it's just like a shiny card?
Yes.
I said during this, Crossfade is like leaning between the seats, just like heavy side-eyeing her the entire time she's speaking.
Mm-hmm. Crossfade, you've been listening to her talk, and you feel like her voice is sort of familiar. You think you recognize it, but you're not sure if you can place it.
She's got a
anyway,
mask,
Rita.
probably augmented a little bit. So just if she's wearing a mask, her voice is probably, I feel like, augmented a little bit.
Yeah.
I know CrossFit has like a little voice augmenter in their mask, so I think, I don't know, maybe that's just a thing that people do.
The auto-tuned assassins?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's run through a couple of filters. It sounds like it's been pitched down a couple of steps. But there's something oddly familiar about it. Anyway, Rita.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me saying so, I think your muscle needs to learn how to mind his own business.
Uh-oh. Did something
You might want to have to
unusual
talk with
happen?
him.
Did something unusual happen?
I don't know if I would call it unusual. I just don't like people sticking their noses where they don't belong.
I get you.
I don't really take kindly to it, and I don't think most people do.
Yeah, I completely agree. But, I think this is his first time in Reagan's Hope. He's a bit on edge. It's not exactly the most welcome folks of our caliber, as it were. Especially given previous entries into this wonderful city. So you'll have to forgive my muscle if he's a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Vigilant in his behavior. I'm sure it was a one-off kind of thing. He's pretty good.
Yeah, just give him like 2 hours. He'll forget about it.
And it's like, look, I didn't hear any gunshots, so as far as I'm concerned, I think everything was according to plan. Overall.
Do you frequently start hearing gunshots when your muscle gets involved?
I have my muscle involved specifically for the purpose of gunshots, usually, yes.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
But I mean, as long as everyone's in one piece, everyone's safe, everything's where it should be, I don't think there's any reason to sweat the small stuff, don't you think?
Roll hot for me.
Will do. Okay, no forward. Ooh!
Oh no, not hot at all.
Oh wait, that's
Oh,
hard.
no.
That says hard. That's not
Oh,
hot.
okay. Yeah, that is.
Hold
that is
on.
her own stat.
Let me-
Okay.
That changes things slightly. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Much better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotta roll it right.
A stat that I'm good at. There we go.
Yeah. So
I love how you just snuck in re-rolling the dice there instead of just increasing it by one.
You have to roll it right.
Right?
yeah.
It has to show up on the screen correctly, okay?
Exactly.
Listen.
Yeah. You gotta get accurate intel.
So you see Carter kind of the tension in her body eases a little bit, and she nods. Goes, I suppose you're right. And, you know, about Reagan's Hope, it's not really welcoming to anybody anymore.
Yeah.
Was it ever? This place fucking sucks.
It hasn't been for a long time. I don't think it ever has.
Yeah.
You know, not in my experience.
This is why our ancestors left this place.
Your ancestors are still fucking digging down here.
You know, if I had the means to get the fuck out of here, I know that I would have a long time ago. Unfortunately, that hasn't really been a choice. And it's not really a choice for a lot of us.
I know somebody that owns a truck.
That's true. But, you know. Unfortunately, I've built a bit of a life here, and I don't know if my market would survive out in the wastes.
It's not all bad. Some of the tunnel rats are okay to pal around with. You know. The people. The little people. Not the bubble boys.
Ah, of course. I know that they're not all bad people. I was a tunnel rat. You know. But eventually,
You getting
People
good
get
with the crusters?
caught up in their own. Huh?
You getting good with the crusters?
No.
Well, then I think we're fine.
Yeah. I don't want what the crusters are offering me. Anyway, Rita, there's room in the market if you want to set up your business for a couple nights. Given the interaction that I had with Jackson, it seems like that's what you tend to do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, due to aforementioned interactions here, I won't be able to hang around. But I tell you what, since you've had some grievances with the transactions today, I got a little spice if you're interested. I can bring some down for you.
Well, I would definitely welcome some spice. And, you know, it's not easy to get it here if you don't want to pay corp prices.
Ah, yeah. Is it still monopolized like it was when I first got here?
Of course it was.
Alright, yeah, give me one moment here.
You know Dodge, he wants to stick his hands into everything that he's, you know, that's in his reach.
Oh, do I? Hey, 16, you mind bringing some of the old heat up front?
Yeah, sure. How much do they want?
Nah. Let's go with the family size.
Okay. Sure. Sounds good.
Chap.
Yeah, 16 begins to gather some of the spice. They get, you know, a ladder so that they're able to, you know, harvest it from where it's growing on the ceiling of the carnival. You know, and it takes them a couple of minutes. But yeah. As they're doing this, you know, Carter kind of stands around, fidgets with something in her pocket, goes, you know, is there anything that you need? You know, we have a market here. I personally am willing to barter if there's anything that interests you.
Farley, wasn't there some shit you needed? Or did that get picked up already?
Yeah, no, we picked that up, but I could actually, any shops around here that I can, we can fix up the truck? There's some, repair some damage on the carnival.
Well, at the very least, there's, a place for you to leave it parked for a while.
How about laundry facilities?
I mean, we've got those. We've got, I think everything that's, necessary for building a life here, essentially. If you need to wash things, we can arrange that.
Yeah, we got dripped on pretty hard by a rusty cloud,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, boss.
I wasn't sure if that was just a strangely colored, coat that you have, or what.
Last just sort of looks down at his perfectly, totally clean and clear silicone jacket.
His
Nothing
beautiful
sticks
battle
to-
poncho.
Farley looks over at Rita and is like, boss, I think maybe we should at least stay one night. We have repairs to do. Clearly, we got some laundry to do. And, people here are desperate for some new food. We just got all this premium meat.
Yeah, no offense, Farley. You need a shower.
When don't I need a shower?
That's fair.
All right. We can stay the night. But if shit goes south, I warned you.
Shit goes south, we shoot it.
I mean, well, yeah, we'll have to at that point.
All right, and on that note, I think that is probably a good time for a break. So,
Ooh.
yeah, catch us in 10 minutes. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So before the break, the crew went into Reagan's Hope, dropped off the 3 crates that they were supposed to deliver to Carter, and it would have gone off without a hitch were it not for Last's interference. He just had to hang out and see what was in those crates, and Carter was not thrilled about it. Last was, however, able to determine that it was, well, at least in the crate that he saw, not toys, as Jackson had said, but a bunch of discarded augmented limbs. So, anyway, Carter has extended an invitation to you to stay set up at the market. If you would like to set up the carnival for business tonight, what do you want to do? I know that you were all talking about, doing various different things, making some purchases, repairing the truck.
Yes. So on Farley's end, there's going to be two of the barter that we've made for that kind of go in towards the carnival. I think what I'll do though is I will pitch in one of my own barter as well, because the business also needs funds for itself, and if the carnival got hurt, that is Farley's fault, maybe, or he feels some responsibility for it. So so he's gonna pitch in one barter, and then we're gonna just kind of get this thing fixed, get the clock down to 0, that harm clock.
All right.
So he's looking probably, you know what, actually, should I commission somebody? Like, should I just get some help? Because technically Farley can't actually fix stuff. He's really good at driving it, but he's not necessarily as good a mechanic as...
Yeah. If that is something that you want to do,
yeah, why not?
that is something that you absolutely can do.
All right. So let's see. This is roll plus barter spent, max plus 3. Okay, so we're spending 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will roll, because we don't really have like a basic roll as far as I can see. So I'll just roll my hard because that's a plus 0.
Can I roll to help?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can do an assist move.
Yeah, I think so.
Do an assist move with using my history with you. Which is -1. Okay, here goes.
Oh.
Oh, 11.
Whoa.
And then
Hey, nice.
cars, right? If it's an 11, because I had -1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I rolled boxcars on that, so that's the highest result I could have gotten.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. All right.
That is very good.
Yes. All right. No, well, we have to narrate this because also I realized in our first episode, Farley kind of like kept you at like arm's length for the shopping of stuff. But I think this time, like, you are obviously very useful to Farley. So how are you helping?
So are we not opening the carnival? We're sort of like, instead of just parking it, kind of staying quiet and fixing our stuff? Is that what's going on? Or is the carnival open during
I
this
think
time?
that's up to Rita.
Yeah, we're gonna open up. Much to Rita's dismay, we are in fact going to open up, and she's gonna be fine with it. She's just gonna be on edge, but yeah, no, we're gonna be running as normal. Business, we're gonna be here anyway. So the way that just laying low is gonna be a little bit more difficult, especially opening up. But I mean, if we're gonna be here, we might as well give the people what they want and make a little bit of tabs while we're at it.
All right.
All right. So yeah, Last is not really bothering to do his normal bouncer duties at the carnival. He's sort of wandering off and just showing up wherever Farley's at, and he'll just start by handing him a tool, and it happens to be like right when Farley is like, hey, I need this kind of screwdriver or whatever, and like goes to turn toward to get it out of the toolbox, and Last is there handing him the tool that he needs.
Yeah. Thanks, man. You know, man, this is pretty jacked up. I don't know if I can be able to fix this myself, and especially if we want to have this place open tonight and looking presentable, then we might need to get some extra hands. So
Last just sort of looks down at both of his hands and holds them out to you, palm out.
That's cute. I meant like somebody who can actually who's familiar with repairs. Need to commission somebody. You seem to be a smooth talker, though.
Yeah, people say that to me all the time. Well, I know my way around rovers. I don't tell many people this, but I grew up on one of these things.
Did you?
Well, something similar. Not really the same, but you know.
Huh, I didn't know that about you.
I don't talk much about my past.
I grew up
Not
on
much
rovers
first.
too.
Huh. Really? I always took you for growing up in a city or something.
Me? In a city? Never. No, I was just born in the colony. I told you, the ones that broke off from the Reaganites. Yeah.
We were always on the move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did a workshop assistant basically most of my childhood, and eventually they thought it was pretty cool. Did some driving missions around, some rover missions around Mars, and I've already told you the story of how I got fish, and he slaps his cyber leg.
Is that your name for your leg?
Mm-hmm. Fish.
It sounds like it will be a very interesting story.
His face kind of just like darkens suddenly, and he's like, my rover crashed and pinned my leg down. I had to literally be pulled apart from it. This
That's
leg.
a really hardcore and very short story.
Yeah, I'm very succinct. Well, this leg, fish, is fashioned from all of the pneumatic scrap of the destroyed robot that caused the crash.
Huh. Sweet.
Yeah. Our rover was attacked by one of those bots. So, and now it's a part of me.
You don't worry that its programming isn't gonna like get into your brain or something?
Well, now I do. Here, hand me something here. Let's not think about that. So now he's like super distracted, and I guess we'll call the barter like your help instead of commissioning someone else. Okay, so that's a +2. I can only do a +3 forward at most. So here we go. Nice.
Hooray!
Yep. We get it. No strings
What
attached.
did you roll?
A 10.
Oh, nice.
So no strings attached.
Okay, so that's a complete success. Awesome. So tell me about how Farley and Last repair the carnival.
Chummily, obvi. Yeah, I think we're. Yeah, no, I think Farley sees some. Obviously, learned something new about Last, and that he's actually probably even handier on the truck than he is. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad we can we compare notes and compare stories and probably just we just chum it up and sooner or later the time has passed by and it's been cool to just hang out and talk and fix the truck. Can this be a let loose?
Spending time
I was actually going to ask. I was going to say this sounds like a let loose moment.
Okay, sorry. Cliff, what were you
Everybody
saying though?
with Last.
I was gonna say Last just enjoys spending time with Farley, getting to know him a little bit better, realizing he didn't know him very well at all, actually, and just they sort of bond over talking about rovers and fixing them up, and it feels like old times, but in a good way, not in a horrifyingly grief-stricken way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. So if I do my special, if we let loose, I roll cool. Let's see what happens there. I'll read it out once I see what the result is. Okay, partial. So on an 8, give Last +1 to their HX with me on their sheet, but give myself -1 to my history with Last. That's going to be a weird one to copy.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Response,
Yeah, it is.
it might amount to what the Battle Babe's original power was, depending on how this rolls.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a cool roll.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so my feeling is that the way that this is supposed to kind of the flavor of this is because on a miss it would be and so you prove that it's not they own you or nothing. So I think the idea is just maybe at some point he just kind of gets really standoffish and realize that he maybe said too much about his past, and then all of a sudden is oh no, now Last knows so much about me, and I shouldn't have opened myself up like this.
The more
This is
fun
weird.
being known.
Yeah.
What happens if you say roll a 6 on that ability or whatever? It's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So on a miss,
you
on
gotta
a miss,
go.
You take, yeah.
Take
What's
-1 ongoing until you prove that it's not I own you or nothing. So Farley, I guess maybe views you as his assistant.
Yeah, and maybe one of
free
the
labor.
interns comes over and looks over at me and oh, it's you're his intern.
Yes.
Yeah,
right
I think
awkward.
I like that actually. So I'm gonna make that exactly what happens. 17 comes out, and they're like, oh yeah, let me yeah, hey, you wanna hear about what just happened in the kitchen? 16 was like chopping some meat, and they ended up like taking this huge slice out of their finger, and there was blood everywhere, but like it's cool, it'll just like, if anything bad happens, it's just like, it's gonna cook out of the meat, it's fine. It was crazy, yeah. I don't know. Wow, you guys are fixing the truck together. That's neat.
Yeah. Last is really, really, really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So,
It's time to offer you a tool.
He's almost as helpful as you.
Aw, thanks. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Last, are you like, is he like teaching you how to fix the truck? Because that's cool.
What?
Yeah, he's really good.
Oh,
I barely
something
have to
like
teach him.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
there's nothing better than free labor, huh?
what?
Yeah, except for paid labor, I guess.
Well, yes. Well, I'm part of the union. I get paid.
If you're the person doing the labor,
This is why you join
I would
a union.
sure like to be paid for my job.
Yeah. No, well, this is why you have to work up the hours to join the union. So
Oh, okay.
We get paid?
you don't.
I don't.
That's right. You
But I
don't.
would like to.
Right. Yeah. Let's not make this more awkward.
It would be nice to, have some tabs to send home to my family and stuff.
Oh, your family's probably dead.
Raph is just kind of nodding.
Wrench.
Okay, yeah, have fun, guys. And 17. Sorry, was this? Yeah, no, this was 17. 17 goes back inside.
What a weird kid.
Yeah, like you were teaching me stuff now. We're just doing stuff together, right? You're not teaching me, I'm helping.
That's right. Yeah, you're helping. I guess I take the credit for it, but thanks. I'll make sure to say that you helped. You're a great helper, and that you should keep helping me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just great. Listen, they're opening the carnival up. I'm gonna go. I gotta go do the bouncer thing. This was fun.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, there's a good talk.
Awkward wanders off. Sort of pausing a couple times as if he's gonna stop and say something else, but then doesn't. Yeah, that's sort of awkward wandering off.
Yeah. Farley just uses his cyber leg to kick up some Mars tunnel dust. In frustration. Damn it.
So Crossfade and Rita, are you guys doing anything to prepare before the carnival opens?
I'm mostly probably just setting everything up with Crossfade, unless they're up to other stuff.
I want to say smash cut to Crossfade is at the laundromat.
Fair enough.
They're in their laundry day jacket. It's like a crop top jacket with one sleeve.
I was picturing Crossfade in like an oversized hoodie with holes in it, and also booty shorts.
That's also good. That's better than mine. That's exactly what it is. You have one backup outfit. But one of the sleeves is cut off. The right sleeve is gone, because I always have that arm out at all times. The one with the prosthetic.
Nice.
I was just standing there watching the spin cycle. My hands on my hips. Just
He's getting lost in the swirling of the laundry.
Yeah, in my ratty hoodie and booty shorts. What do the booty shorts say on the butt, though, Mac?
They say enemy of the state.
Nice.
I was honestly expecting lo-fi.
Lo-fi hip-hop beats to chill and or study to.
Lo-fi beats to overthrow the state.
It just keeps running. It's too small to read.
You can read this, you are too close.
God. If you can read this, and then the rest is just the B-movie script.
The entire script.
Good lord.
So anyway, smash cut back to Rita. I think that you are doing something in like the main like DJ/dining area of the carnival to prepare, and all of a sudden you hear, "Oh shit!" come from the kitchen, followed by a ton of panicked screaming.
I'm gonna grab the convenient shotgun. And I was gonna walk. I'm gonna just rush in there, like shotgun at the ready.
All right. You rush into the kitchen with a convenient shotgun, and you see 16 just like holding their hand up like this. The knife is on like the prep table along with the meat that they were slicing, and there is just so much blood.
Oh lord. Oh dear. Fuck. Actually, this is fine. This is fine. Come with me. And I'm gonna
okay.
I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna well, it's just a fucking hand that's hurt, so whatever.
Not even. It's a finger.
Yeah, but I really want to keep my hand.
We're not gonna take your hand off. It's fine.
Okay, good.
Sit over there. Keep your hand elevated. I'll be right back.
Okay. You're not gonna take a long time, are you?
No, right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the convenient shotgun away, and I am gonna rush to get some medical tools.
All right.
Yeah.
17 is following you, and
Great.
after a second, you just hear them shout, "Miss Rita, what do I do?"
Just follow my lead. And,
Okay.
I'm gonna just like I'm gonna pass him, or pass 17. I'm gonna pass him a like a little basin. Hold on to that, and I'm gonna just like throw gauze in there, some medical scissors. Let's see what else hardware-wise I need. Yeah, like a little suture kit just in case.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna run to the bar, try to find the highest proof shit I've got. Like this will work. I'm gonna take the stuff out of the thing, put it on the table by 16, 17. Go fill that up with warm water.
Okay.
And you sit tight. 16.
Okay. I will.
Okay.
17 runs to the kitchen, just like full on sprint.
Be careful.
With the basin that you handed them. Okay, I will.
Don't need you getting injured while helping another injured person.
I'll try not to.
Please don't. All right, just hang tight, 16. You're gonna be able to keep your hand. It's gonna be
Okay,
fine.
I hope so.
I mean, if not, we could probably find some really cool cyber arms with like LEDs, maybe. You like LEDs, right?
Oh shit, yeah, I do. That'd be really cool, but
Yeah.
also this really hurts, and I don't really want to, like, I don't know, I kind of want to keep my normal hand. But, like, it would be really cool to have LEDs in my arm, so, I don't know.
You too.
Yeah, it's win-win. It's win-win.
Okay, yeah,
We'll get
sure.
you a cool arm.
Alright.
My intern now.
I don't have any money to pay for a cool arm, though. I mean, because, like, you don't really pay me or anything.
That's because I literally would provide anything you ask for.
Oh. Okay.
Like,
Well,
what,
I mean, that's-
what have you wanted for while here on the carnival?
I mean, I don't know. Nothing really,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. You asked for food, I gave you food. You asked for a night on the town. Okay, you didn't ask for a night on the town. I gave you one anyway because you needed it. It was a brief vacation, but it was a...
That was 17, actually. You gave 17 the night on the
I
town.
could have sworn I gave you I could have sworn I had you go to the strip club.
No, I didn't get to go out anywhere. You just let 17 go out, and I just stayed here and worked.
There's no work to be done. I was work. Well, you know, fine. When we get back, we'll let you have all the drugs and strippers. Wildcat will take good care of you.
Okay, alright. Thanks.
Could have sworn I sent you. Still not entirely certain I didn't.
Nope. It was 17. I don't know how you could get us mixed up because we really don't look anything alike.
I think you're fucking with me, but that's fine. 17, where the hell are you?
I'm still filling up the water.
It doesn't have to be
It takes
filled
a
with
long time
burn.
for it to get hot.
It doesn't have to be hot. Just bring some water. Just fill it with water. I don't care about-
Okay.
Just
All
yeah.
right. They come a couple seconds later with the
Okay.
very
By the
warm
way,
water.
our character, I totally remember it was definitely 17 that got the night out on the town.
What? I'm pretty sure we made 17 on
I
that.
thought
so
it
it's
was.
not crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was 16.
I'm
So
pretty sure we
I'm
made
with
17
Zeph.
I'm pretty sure we invented 17 after. I gotta spend the next 3 hours watching it all.
No. We had
My memory is not
16 and
great.
17.
I'm gonna
We had
watch the-
16 and 17. You talked to 17 first.
All right,
I'm gonna
Jess,
watch-
you're
I'm
the
gonna watch
tiebreaker.
All right.
Oh God, don't bring me into this.
I'm gonna go.
I could. Okay, I admit that it is fully possible for me to be wrong, but I am pretty sure that it was 17 and not 16.
I have
Can
a
you edit
horrible
these-
memory.
Can
So.
you edit these after they've been posted?
No.
Because I totally would have put in a clip
No.
where
Put on like a really obvious like voiceover if Mac is wrong of somebody else saying 16 instead of every time.
Mac was wrong at this moment.
I am reasonably certain that Mac was right. So
I disagree vehemently.
I'm just saying, if Mac turns out to be wrong, we go in and edit it so that it's somebody else's voice saying 16 every time she says 17. Dub it over.
Anyway.
I'm pretty sure it was 17.
Anyway, so we're gonna go. We're gonna rinse. We're gonna clean the wound. How bad does it look?
It's not like it's deep. It looks like it's definitely gonna need to be stitched up, but like
Oh boy.
16 is almost definitely not in danger of losing their hand unless you like majorly fuck this up.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Oh, that's the wrong fucking ability. What? Let's see. Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. So, yeah, once we've got the wound cleaned, I guess it's time to work on stitching it up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I need you to be still. Actually,
Okay.
it's probably not the best idea. I can't really sedate you right now.
Okay.
I can give you booze, but you're just bleeding more, so
Oh, yeah, I mean, that sounds like it's probably bad.
yeah, that's kind of the thing. I don't...
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Actually, hold on.
Okay. I'm holding on.
I'm gonna like use a tablecloth.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a tourniquet
All right.
to stave off the bleeding.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give them this. Big
Right.
brain plays. Big brain medical plays right here. Oh. Here, take a couple shots of this.
Okay.
Not a doctor.
What are you giving them?
I'm giving them the same alcohol that I've got to clean the wound, so it's like high proof.
Right.
So it's like just
Okay.
you relax a little bit. And I'll be able to do this.
All right. So they take a couple of shots of this alcohol. They drink it and then they kind of make a face. And they put down the shot glass. Okay.
All right. So now I'm gonna do my job sewing. Is that gonna be cool?
Yes.
All right. I feel like I can do this. Oh, cool is highlighted for me. Let's go.
You have the angel move now, right?
Yeah, that's how I'm able to get all this shit together.
Yeah.
Nice.
My infirmary comes with a crew of 2, which I'm looking at half of that crew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We need to recruit some people. Anywho.
Try.
All right, so let's go ahead and get lucky. Woo!
All right, that was very lucky. Okay, that was an 11. You're marking your experience, right?
Yes, I just marked the experience now. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
great.
did I roll? No, I rolled hot earlier, so anyway.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you succeed completely.
Right.
So yeah, this have you done any like medical type work before? Or anything adjacent to this?
Yeah, we'll assume that she's done sewing before.
Okay. Yeah.
Same thing.
You know, it's obviously, you know, it's a little bit of a different principle, you know, sewing up a piece of clothing as opposed to like sewing up a person. But
We tear them apart.
Sorry,
We can
what?
put them back together.
Yeah, you know, just reverse engineer the process.
Exactly.
That's literally what's happening. It's like, all right, so a knife goes this deep. So
yeah. You are able to get the wound stitched up without, you know, very much of a problem. You know, it is a little bit difficult because, you know, 16 is a living person who like moves and responds to pain.
yeah.
But you know, yeah, it doesn't take very long. You're able to get it, you know, closed, bandaged properly, cleaned. Not in that order necessarily, because you should clean the wound before you bandage it.
Yes.
But yeah, yeah, you're able to get them patched up.
All right. Let off the tourniquet and I pat him on the head and I'm like, all right, you did it.
Yay, thanks.
And you know, I'll just work extra hard today. You and 16 just chill. I'll handle things. Actually,
All right.
17. Be ready to grab the shotgun just in case.
Okay, all right.
I don't
Cool.
plan on anything going
I've
too
been-
badly, but I also do plan on things going badly tonight.
Oh,
So
so like, which one is it?
the shotgun.
No, I mean, like, do you plan on things going badly, or do you like not?
Both. I'm planning
sorry.
for both.
I'm just really worried. You
Just
know,
relax near the
especially
shotgun.
after seeing 16 like slice open their hand. 'cause
I
that was
plan on
good.
things going badly, but I plan on us to interact in a way that will make it not so bad
Oh, okay.
because
okay.
of preparation.
Okay. All
We'll be
right.
prepared for a bad thing. That way, the night'll be a good night.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. That's great. Okay.
Yep. I thought so too.
Yeah. Where's the shotgun?
And I grab it and toss it to 17.
Oh, okay.
It's wherever it needs to be.
17 catches it like flawlessly, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, despite how anxious they are.
I think I'm imagining the
and-
shotgun is on rails, like it's like just an entire rail system throughout the entire vehicle, Or just like you just slap it
Nice.
somewhere and it's just like click, there it is, here you go.
Nice.
And you stick it
Love
on the wall and it just runs across the rail to you.
That's an awesome concept. I love it.
It really is convenient.
Like it's got like a laser scan, like you just stick your hand along the rail and it's like detecting and it just runs to you real quick and you just pick it up.
Nice.
I love that.
All right,
Lux.
it's
All right.
it's futuristic.
It's Lux.
It's
So
Lux.
they put the shotgun away, and this is about the time when they go outside to tell Lost and Farley what just happened. They come back inside after a couple of minutes. All right, hey, Last is learning how to fix the truck, which is pretty cool. I kind of want to learn how to fix the truck. Because, I think that would be neat. But, I know you need me to work in the kitchen and stuff.
I mean, we could probably get a workshop there going for you. Talk to
Okay.
Last about it.
Yeah, I guess. That'd be cool.
It's
All right.
okay for you to, chase your ambitions and dreams.
Okay. I mean, I just, I don't want to leave you shorthanded in the kitchen or anything.
Look, there's like 5 of us here. If I'm shorthanded, that's my fault. I mean, we literally are shorthanded right now. But it's fine.
Because of the hand.
Yeah.
I got
17 kind of chuckles awkwardly.
Look, 16's gonna be fine, so I can make jokes about it.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
If it happened to me, I would hope. If it happened to me, I would hope for the same treatment.
Okay. Yeah. I hope everything's okay.
Yep, everything's fine. Like I did good. I mean, that was a really good job. That was really good for my first ever surgery. So I'm
Yeah.
quite
I mean,
proud.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
I don't know
basically a
anything about-
doctor.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about being a doctor. But
It's whatever I just did.
It's hard,
That's
I think.
doctorhood.
Oh, cool.
That's how you become a doctor.
Oh, wow. So why do people say it's hard?
I mean, everything's hard if you're not good at it, right?
I guess. Yeah. Anyway.
It's on the medical industry with facts and logic.
Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna go finish the prep work in the kitchen, I guess.
I got it. Remember, you sit with shotgun. You chill.
Oh, okay. All
You're
right.
riding shotgun today.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool. All right, thanks. Thanks,
Yep.
Rita.
And I'll go work on prep.
All right.
After I clean up the fucking mess that 16 left and cut their goddamn hand off.
Well, they didn't cut it off.
Well,
They
yeah, fortunately.
their hand.
just add
yeah,
the
there's-
sauce.
There's a lot of blood.
We're not even in motion right now.
The emulsifier.
Jesus. But yeah, no. Just gonna finish working on that and getting that cleared up.
All right. So is there anything else that you want to do?
Me, not currently.
It's
Is
time.
there anything that anyone else wants to do before the carnival opens tonight?
I can't think of anything. I think it's time to open for business.
All right.
I feel like Farley would probably like we would cut into the scene with Farley looking at 16 and be like, it'll bend in no time. Finger wiggle.
$16 just kind of stares at you. Okay.
In the meantime, while you can't wiggle your finger, Wiggle your body to this beat.
They continue to just stare at you.
All right, fine. Be that way. He just walks away. He walks away and he just like looks up over Crossfade in the booth, the DJ booth, and is like, eh.
Thumbs up back at him. I thought it was a good wiggle, Farley. I don't know what the problem is.
Farley does nothing but wiggle.
Just got the shimmy in. That's it.
Yeah.
So, Crossfade, tell me about the music that you're playing tonight.
You gotta stop doing this to me. Every time.
I'm sorry, I want to hear about your music.
Okay. Well, Crossfade hates this place very much, so the music tonight is especially aggressive, I feel like. Just real, like, pounding bass and just be distorted womp, womp, womp the whole time, you know. It sounds angry, but you can dance to it.
Yeah, Farley is jamming. This is so his speed right now.
Hi-fi beats that you can fight to.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
This is my fucking Fight Club mix. Going down.
What's our clientele like right now?
It seems to be mostly people from the, from like the culture around the marketplace. Did any of you go out during the day? Well, Crossfade did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Crossfade, a lot of the people who are here right now are people who you saw like out either shopping or working at the market.
Okay. Do I recognize anybody?
You roll me a sharp, actually.
Okay. Sharp. 14.
Oh, wow.
Sharp
That is like the highest that you can possibly roll.
Yeah.
Boxcars.
So,
Cut yourself on all that sharp.
yeah. So, like, I don't know if you really saw that many super memorable people today. There is someone who was, leaving the laundromat as you came in, actually, who you just happened to remember for some reason. You see a couple of the you actually see Carter and a couple of her, people.
Keeping an eye on that one.
Yeah. And Carter actually is sitting at one of the tables. She's not dancing, but she's sitting at one of the tables. She's got a drink. It's got a straw in it. And you see her take a sip out of the drink with the straw, which she like kind of finagles under her mask.
Straws
and even though you can't see her eyes, you can tell that she's watching you.
Oh, great. Well, now I feel pressured. I'm just vibing. But I am keeping an eye on her. She makes me nervous. I'm like,
she kind of eventually, she's not necessarily staring, but she's there. She's observing.
Yeah. I'm dancing, whipping out my guitar and doing some solos over the beat.
Nice.
As usual. It's business.
Crossfade is what to do.
Yeah. Crossfade in their natural environment.
Yeah. None of the people who were here tonight look like people who you knew from Reagan's Hope.
Okay. Well, that's kind of a relief.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm just working currently. So,
Maybe Farley like notices Crossfade continuing to like look over in a certain direction, and like Farley like wiggles, and looks over, and maybe spots Carter. And I feel like Farley would try. I mean, Farley's been impressed with her, so I think he would probably wiggle his thing, try to like catch her eye.
Michael is way over there.
Yeah, wiggle.
Yeah, you make an approximation of eye contact, I guess, because you can't see her eyes. And she does not seem to be focusing on you. She watches you for a minute.
Can I tell who she is focused on?
You see her watching you for a minute. She doesn't seem terribly interested. She's kind of leaning back in her chair. Takes a sip of her drink. And she kind of goes back to watching Crossfade.
Aha. I think Farley's gonna like jam his way over to Carter's table and says, "You know, I know the DJ."
Well, you work with them, so I would assume as much.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it looks like maybe, you know, you could be introduced. I don't know if you really got a chance to talk to them or to me, so we're good people.
I mean, I think I said a few words. Didn't really have much of a conversation with.
But you know, we didn't get to know each other.
Well, I mean, I simply enjoy a good show.
Yeah, me too. Imagine being in that many. Imagine going all over Mars to this beat.
Well, certainly would be nice.
I caught you said you had a life here. Can't leave.
Yeah, once I did. I don't know. There are a number of reasons, really, why I can't leave. Even though I would really like to.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like. I've just been moving from place to place my entire life, never stopping.
Must be nice.
You know, I also know the
your straw around in her drink.
You know, I also know the bartender.
You also work with the bartender.
Exactly. See, I'm the kind of guy you need to know.
If you say so.
All right. I guess my seduce / manipulate is not going very well.
Not really.
Yeah.
The attempt was valiant, though.
Yes. Yes. Well, just if you feel like wiggling, I'm gonna be right over there. Wiggles back, finger gunning into the crowd, and then he like turns around and is like, ugh. God damn it, Farley! Farley, stop it! Stop it! Like slaps himself in the face.
I think at this point, Crossfade is not satisfied with the volume of people on the dance floor. And so what they're going to do is they're going to yell, are y'all ready to get weird? And this is, I want to say, is like a key phrase to all the workers here, that if you don't want to be involved with this, please avert your eyes. It's a safe word because things are about to get weird.
All right. You see a couple of people kind of go, oh, and just like slowly attempt to, as casually as possible, exit the dance floor. And a lot of them go to individual tables. You actually, okay, roll me a sharp.
Okay.
And actually, before you make that roll.
Okay, well, pretend I didn't make that.
Okay. I am not looking at it. I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
And your answer to this question will determine what I, as the GM, add to it in post, which I don't think is something that I'm supposed to do, but I'm the GM. I do what I want. Yeah, I am above the rules. Anyway, how much attention have you been paying to Carter?
I have been... I feel like every, 10 seconds or so I've been glancing over there just to see, because she really freaks me out.
Okay.
She freaks you out.
She freaks me out, because that fucking mushroom dream, and I'm still, freaked out about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like...
All right, what did you roll? Partial success. Okay.
Partial success, yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess we're going with the most recent roll. Anyway.
that one that I rolled before was from earlier.
Oh, okay. All right.
The second one is, another one.
I don't know. There's no timestamps on shit on Roll20.
Yeah.
So anyway, partial success. Yeah, you say that, and a whole bunch of the people who are currently in the carnival just start yelling. A lot of them leave the dance floor, but a lot of them just swarm it. And when you look back to Carter's table, she is conspicuously absent from her seat.
Oh, don't like that.
Farley's on the dance floor. Wow, weird.
Farley likes to get weird, so it's all good. Okay. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to use a move here in a second.
Okay. I'm very excited to see where this goes.
So Crossfade has got this beat building the entire time. And they yell out, all right, Reagan's hope. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh no.
Deer in the headlights, hold on. Okay. All right, Reagan's hope. You tunnel rats, you miners, you fucking marketplace runners. Life fucking sucks here and it's boring as shit, so let's make it better. And I'm going to use Frenzy.
Hell yes. All right.
Try to incite this mob into just breaking this floor the fuck down.
Oh dear God, what did I just get myself into?
Tell me and tell our audience what Frenzy does.
Okay.
Yes,
And me,
please
tell me what Frenzy does.
Frenzy is the move that I took at my last level up from the Hocus playbook. And what it is when you speak the truth to a mob, you roll plus weird, and then I hold and spend that hold, depending on what I roll, to get the mob to do things. So, this is my mob. This is my podium.
Please don't destroy the carnival.
All right.
And I want to... Okay, I'm going to roll. I want to say, the second... my speech finishes, the bass drops.
Okay.
And let me roll. Okay, so that's a partial success. So I hold... How much do I hold on a partial?
Okay, on a partial success, you hold 1.
I hold 1. Okay, that's enough. That's all I need.
What are you gonna make the mob do?
Spend my hold to make the mob, and this is quote what it says, fall into an orgy of uninhibited emotion.
Okay.
They are just going wild.
I fucking love this move.
Floor.
Okay, what are they doing?
They're dancing,
Okay.
but they're really
All right.
into it.
Okay. All right. So you say this, and you exert your psychic influence over these people, and you see them. It's like everything goes into slow motion for a split second, and then when they start moving again, they are all moving as like one body almost.
Like pulsating mass of dancing.
Yeah. Everyone is like, not everyone is doing the immediate same thing, but everyone is moving in perfect like synchronization. And it is an incredible thing to behold.
Yeah, baby.
And you're looking out over this mob of people, and you notice that Carter is part of them.
Nice.
All right.
That's right. Everybody loves to party. Come on.
All right. So what happens from this point forward?
I mean, that's all it says. So
An orgy
yeah.
of what emotion?
uninhibited emotion.
Uninhibited emotion.
Yeah, I choose the emotion. My emotion is dancing.
I don't think that dancing is an emotion.
Dancing. What are you talking about?
It sounded like raging and letting loose and shit. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really concerned that like the bar was gonna get exploded. I was like, oh dear.
It's a positive emotion. It's not a destructive emotion.
yeah, it's
I
fun.
mean, those are not mutually exclusive.
That's true.
It's fun rage. It's like being in a mosh pit.
Yeah, exactly. They're opening up this pit. Let's go.
Yeah.
So Farley, I would like you to roll weird for me.
Yes. That
Roll to
means.
open up this pit.
Yep. All right. I get an XP for this. Regardless, do I get any forward?
No.
Damn it. All right.
Just a flat weird roll.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Partial success.
Yeah. So you all right. So you hear Crossfade say this, and have you ever been on the dance floor when they've done this to the people who are like in their presence?
Nobody has.
Yeah. No. This
That's
is
why I give
new.
them the warning phrase. Yeah,
Yeah.
I also have never used this one before.
Also, I think this
Yeah.
is really like Farley's first time really jamming out to Crossfade's music.
Okay.
I mean, this is
Okay.
this is brand new. He doesn't even realize like why he's having so much fun. Like Crossfade's in his lane right now, and we are just driving in synchronicity on Music Mountain.
Driving down that winding road.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the life fucking sucks, so let's have some fun just really resonates, and he just goes like, if somebody looks like they need to be shoved to feel better, he shoves them, and if somebody looks like they need to have their arm wrapped around them while we scream, we do that. Like, and he's just going ham in the crowd.
Incredible. Farley, you're vaguely aware of some kind of psychic influence over you. But it feels
Good.
like a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like Farley looks up at Crossfade in just awe and horror, and like, I'm into this. Who am I? Punch.
Oh man, this is so good. All right, so
Can I
you were
roll?
all-
Can I roll something to see if like I come across Carter in this?
Yeah,
route,
go for
or,
it.
Like,
Go for it. What do I want to have you roll? I think. Oh man.
Just a raw 2D.
I think I'm gonna make this a sharp roll.
is this
Let's
like?
call this sharp.
It's just to spot her. Like I wouldn't be able to like actually
Yeah.
hang out with her and enjoy this
then it's-
moment.
We're not
Okay.
getting through
Yeah,
this.
then it's definitely sharp. Then.
Okay.
I feel like it's a very densely like packed, so if you want to get from one end of this floor to another, it's going to take some force.
Yeah. All right. Partial
Okay.
success.
Partial success. Okay. Yeah, you see, you do very briefly glimpse a fox mask in this crowd. You're pretty sure it's Carter. Well, no, I mean, her outfit is distinctive enough that, like, you can tell it is 100% her.
Yeah, I see it like
and she
in
is
his
just-
vision. I'm seeing like the crowd's just kind of parting, and she's like standing in this spotlight that comes from nowhere, that doesn't exist, and she's just standing there in the like creepily in the midst of all of this, and he's just drawn, and he's just like floating towards her. He doesn't even realize what he's doing.
Except, she is not just standing there. She is also, just like everybody else on this dance floor, jamming the fuck out right now.
It just feels like she's standing because we're both in synchronicity.
Yeah. I will say with a partial success, you don't have like an immediate clear path to her. You can see where she is and how to get to her. But you know, it's not like the crowd parts and she is standing right there.
Yeah, like it happens
it's
momentarily,
not
and then all of a sudden everything just crams together, and it's like rage. Yes. Carter.
You do also feel completely and utterly compelled to keep dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel like you must keep dancing.
Yeah. So hop, punch, dance his way through the crowd, trying to like part through, and I mean, I'm sure he loses her at some point, but like, yeah. But if I am able to at least just catch her eye momentarily, like, I just want to try and make her like smile or something. I want to be able to see that through the mask. Which is not possible, but I feel like it is. Farley's like in it.
Yeah, I don't think it's like my mask. I think it's just a static.
Yeah.
Static mask. Right?
Yeah, it's just a static mask.
No, I know, but like, just like
Yeah.
he wants to feel the smile behind the mask and see it in his eye. Mind's
I feel
eye.
the vibe.
Yeah, the vibes.
So Farley, what do you do?
I think now this isn't just awkward wiggling, right? Like he is with this music. He might as well be like, you know, like those bars of music that like pump up and down with like to the track.
Yeah.
He might as well be one of those bars. Bobbing like he belongs here.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So I kind of want to show that I'm cool.
Yeah, I can like fully visualize what you're talking about. So yeah, you did that. It seems to you like you catch Carter's attention for a moment. She looks at you, and you kind of have a moment of like mutual acknowledgement before you both just continue dancing. And you look at her, and you know, at one point, your eyes meet, and because I think everyone's mind right now is a little bit open to the maelstrom, you can all kind of feel each other's emotion a little bit, and you can tell that Carter is happy.
Awesome.
So-
of note, I would like to say, like, Farley's intent is not to, like, sleep with her or anything. It's just, like, he just wants to, like, be friends. He wants to be friends with her. Like, he wants to try and endear himself to her. So,
It's just like, she's so cool. I want to be your best friend.
yeah, I want to be your friend. I want to get to know you more. So,
Okay.
I'm also looking for an excuse to roll hot, so.
Nice. Okay, so as the night progresses, is there anything that you would like to do before you close up the carnival for the night?
Yeah, I guess as this party's going on, Last is sort of watching this go on and thinks about dancing and like kind of feels drawn to the dance floor, but then he sees Farley out there having a great time and he's like, I don't want to mess things up, you know, and like looks up to Crossfade, the music and like the thing that they said was just, it all like felt so close, like it fit, and he feels like he's starting to belong with these people, and that holds him back a bit. He kind of stays at the edge of things, but as he does, he's gonna kind of zone out, and without quite realizing what he's doing, kind of pulled along by the psychic aura of what's going on here, and maybe what's happened before, or who knows, maybe there's some mushrooms left in his system. But I'm gonna open myself to the maelstrom, and I'm curious what he notices, because there is some part of Last right now that is also wondering if he's been dreaming ever since he took the mushrooms, and he hasn't woken up yet.
Oh man.
Inception.
All right.
Oh shit.
So,
Top left.
yeah, roll to open your mind to the maelstrom.
Yeah, baby, get weird. Aw.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Snake eyes.
Wow. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
I got a snake eyes and boxcars in the same game session. Okay.
Okay.
We lose some.
So you open your mind, and you are I'm going to say that when you open your mind, you feel everything slow down for a second. You feel compelled to look at Crossfade. Your attention, it's not even under your control. Your attention just immediately goes toward them. And you see Crossfade and you see their music almost in like a physical manifestation. And you, no matter what you do, you cannot ignore it. You are drawn into the crowd immediately. And it feels like you were being compelled to join this crowd and to dance. And part of you is wanting to fight it. But you physically cannot. So I'm going to say that as a consequence of this roll, you fall under Crossfade's influence and you also begin dancing.
All right. Still kind of like back at the edges of things, not really throwing it all in like he normally does. But still, yeah, participating, but like almost like in a daze.
It's just like sad dancing.
Yeah.
All right. Rita.
Yes.
Hi. Is there anything you would like to do before closing up the carnival for the night?
Let's see here. So we're everything's partying around. I'm gonna opt not to get weird. Well, Yeah, no, I'm gonna opt out of the dancing shenanigans. Or it's because okay, so you asked if everyone wanted to get weird, but what is like the response, I guess?
I think I'm gonna walk it back a little bit because I don't think Crossfade actually knows that they're doing this.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah,
They just say stuff and people just do it and they don't really know why.
okay.
They're like, oh wow, the crowd is so excited. That's weird.
Yeah, I guess
Maybe we're in the back
Nice.
room or something.
No, that's fine. Rita's joining in the festivities.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, having herself a drink. I mean, it's been a wild day, so she's having herself a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, she's in the mood to dance, not drink. So she's just, having that, dancing along with everyone else behind the bar. If people are still there to drink and dance, she's like pouring drinks and whatnot. But like, other than that, I mean, she's pretty in the moment, as it were. But once that were to die down, she would immediately, go into like scanning the crowd, making sure she doesn't see anybody unmasked, and just things like that. Just making sure everything is okay in proper mama mode.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to roll sharp for me?
Absolutely. I'll take it.
What'd you roll?
7.
Okay, 7. That is a partial success. On a 7, you don't notice anything too out of the ordinary or anything that really seems like a major cause for concern. You see a couple of people who, it's like a small group, who are dancing on the dance floor, pretty clearly under Crossfade's influence, based on the way that they talk to each other and the, clothes that they're wearing. It kind of seems like they're probably Reaganites. But, they're dancing. Doesn't seem like much of a problem. You also notice what is actually a little more unusual. Someone in this crowd is wearing a suit. It's not an extremely expensive suit, but they stand out because they're dressed quite a bit nicer than everybody else here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They don't seem to be causing a problem. They're at a table with a drink. They're not, full on dancing, but they're, they're grooving.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
Probably, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna create problems if there aren't any.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. Then, other than that, yeah, it's just having a good time, and just keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. But other than that, yeah, fun times as per usual.
All right. Okay, anyone else have any plans for the rest of the night?
Dance till I drop.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Crossfade's pretty worn out after all that.
All right. So the so eventually you all close up for the night. You do whatever you need to do post closing.
Congratulate Crossfade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I am
amazing.
assuming that all of you typically sleep at night.
Typically, yeah. Farley's definitely worn out, so he's gonna get his seat to be in the reclining position, so he can sleep in the front seat of the carnival.
All right. So all of you close up. you do what you typically do as nighttime rituals, and you all go to sleep. That said, I would like to see a weird roll from both Farley and Crossfade.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
What about last? 'Cause he was in the maelstrom.
Last does not need to roll.
Oh dear.
I got a 9.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Partial success.
Miss.
All right.
You seem pretty happy about that. I'm scared.
Okay, so Crossfade, you fall asleep after, a while.
I have a blanket nest under the booth.
Nice. Sounds comfortable. Yeah, but Farley, you remember your psychic maelstrom vision from the previous day in the terraforming bubble with the mushrooms. And you fall asleep and your dream opens on a similar scene. You see basically the path that you've traveled again from out of the mushroom bubble to Reagan's Hope. And all of these chaotic scenes from the past week or so just suddenly flash in front of you. And all of this ends shockingly abruptly with a scene of just blackness and a mask that you can't quite identify. And you hear a voice that feels like it permeates your consciousness and says, "Oh, excellent. I've found you." That's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh no.
Oh snap.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
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 All right.
Damn it, Maelstrom.
So, yeah, we will leave it there for next week. Catch us next Tuesday, August 4th from 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern to find out what happens next. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to ding that bell for notifications.
And by the way, we're not done just yet. So for those of us watching live, stick around after the show because we'll be reading your super chats and doing a little Q&A.
And before we call it a night, we need to... Wait, no. You already said that. Okay, so let's go around the table. We're going to God, I don't know how to speak. We're going to trigger the session end move. Let's go around the table, allow everybody a moment to plug themselves and tell us which character knows your character better than they used to. As always, Zeph, we're going to start with you.
All right, yep, still Zeph, still not up to too terribly much just yet. I have a few things in the works. So again, just going to shout out and plug Swordsfall and Lancer. The long rim just dropped from them, and it is fantastic. I definitely recommend. And as far as people that know me better, let's see, it was last week, it was Farley. Who did I spend a lot of time with today? I can't say 16, or I can't say 16. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, because they're an NPC.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Honestly, it feels like it would actually be I think it is going to be Farley again.
You could also do, if no one knows you better, choose a character who doesn't know you as well as they thought, or choose any character at your whim, and then they get a -1 history on their sheet with you.
Ooh.
Oh, dang. Ooh. Actually, you know what? That's actually very interesting, and I think I could get some drama with that. And I'm going to say Last doesn't know me as well as he thought. Because the deal that went down that he seemed to have apprehensions to, Reader probably wouldn't have batted an eye about it. Like, oh, cyber limbs, I get it. And just went on with their fucking day. So I definitely think the difference in moral axes Like, don't get me wrong, I mean, like, Rita's not exactly out to be a bad person or whatever, but there's a reason she didn't want to know what was in the boxes, and yeah.
I'll point out that Last has not actually told anyone what he saw.
Correct. So I can't actually comment on it, but I will say, like, just
Carter bitched me out, or bitched. I can't find the way to say it.
She did bitch about you to me. She did
Yeah.
back you out.
Thank you very much.
I did vouch for you, though. I was like, he's my fucking muscle.
Yep.
I was just like, yeah, he's inquisitive. So just hang on there.
Vigilant.
Yeah.
I like to put that.
Yeah, vigilant. That was the word I used in this particular. It's like, yeah. So, like, I'll always vouch for my crew. But if that conversation ever occurred, it's like, because, like, honestly, from Rita's perspective, she doesn't really care. We did the job, we got paid. There is some flack about it. She sent some spice their way. Everything's fine. But if it comes up, she's just like, yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't exactly choice. I wasn't expecting to be delivering model cars or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I think, maybe Last is a bit taken aback at learning that, yeah, maybe Rita actually doesn't give a crap about the moral implications of what she's carrying. And I just kind of thought that was a front, and, you know, there was Rita was actually a bit more legit than she, you know, comes off as. But yeah, maybe maybe she really is this, like, deeply embedded criminal that I hadn't quite realized.
Oh man, poor
Really
Last.
change how I feel about staying here. I mean, okay, fine, but yeah, that's not what I thought I was getting.
that's fair. I don't think it's that extreme, but it's definitely a little. She's definitely not like, yes. I only do the goodest of good things when I can, and, like, she's not a bad person, but she's also not a good person.
And I'm not sure that Last actually cares that much about trafficking in, like, recycled augmented limbs, because, like, where does the mystery meat come from, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. If it was children in there, she'd be uncomfortable.
So
And
ultimately,
Yeah.
ultimately, what took Last aback was just that Rita was not as curious about or interested in what we were doing as I thought she might be.
Yeah, which I think can lead to an interesting bonding moment later down the road. But in the meantime, you don't know me like you thought you did.
Yeah.
So I go from a +2 to a +1 history with you then.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so Oz, it is your turn.
Hi, everybody. I'm Oz. I am one of the lead developers here at Shadowcasters Network, and you can follow me on Twitter at OZZKORE. It's right there up top. Ding, 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 ding. I'm also the voice of Ziggy on Radio Free Detroit, which is an awesome podcast where I get to play a troll shadow-running philosopher. So if you need some advice for your future self, future anarchist self, that's the one you want to go and check out. So that is Radio Feed Detroit, and the character that knows Farley better is definitely Last. I mean, I basically, like, told you the only backstory I've prepared for this character. So,
I mean, yeah, I think that's a given. You know, they had a let loose together. So yeah.
Yeah, and also I think because the let loose ended up kind of being an awkward moment for both of them. Like, yeah, there's definitely, like, some. It's a tough. Yeah, Farley's a tough egg to crack. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
It's one history with you to a +1
Hey.
between the bonus earlier and this. So
Is it a -1 to a +1? I think it just cancels it out.
To
So
0.
I've gone up twice this time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
I went up one history from our earlier interaction, and then one now because of this. So
Oh, okay. All
it was
right.
an effect of his let loose move,
Okay.
and then now this. So yeah, I've gone from a -1 to a +1.
All right. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, you have marked that +1 with Oz. Yeah, awesome. Jess, you were up
I
next.
was actually confused. At this particular step, I went from a 0 to a +1. So,
Okay.
Got it.
Mhm.
All right. Hello, I'm Jess. I play Deadeye on Pink Mohawk Edition, which is a Shadowrun Anarchy actual play. So if you've ever looked at me and thought, God, what would they sound like if they were pretending to be a cowboy? That's where you can find out. So you can check that out. Hit up the official Twitter, which is at Pink Mohawk Pod. Otherwise, my personal Twitter is up there on the screen. It's at One Shot Mini Boss, all one word. Or occasionally on Twitch at twitch.tv/ectopossum, where I just run randomizers on various games and get destroyed. So.
You know, I gotta say, the first time I saw you, that is exactly what went through my head. What would they sound like if they were a cowboy?
What would you sound like if you're pretending to be a cowboy? I know, it's
That is frequently what I think about people when I see them for the first time.
It's just something that I elicit in people. I don't know, something about my face. Let's see. So I think the character that knows me better. I feel like the obvious answer is last because of our psychic moment, but I'm actually not going to go that direction. I'm going to go with a slightly less obvious answer. I'm going to say Rita.
Oh.
Ooh.
And here's why. Because, okay, so Farley and Lass both have had weird psychic moments with Crossfade up to this point. So they know, like, you know, they're weird and shit gets weird. Rita knows that Crossfade is weird, but I don't think she has ever been directly involved in one of Crossfade's moments of weirdness.
Yeah.
That's my reasoning. I think Rita now probably has a better picture of how weird shit can get.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Allowed to.
Take it.
I think you did also tell Rita a little bit about your past.
Yeah,
Mm.
I was up there shit talking
No.
about Reagan's Hope for a little bit.
Yeah, but the weird element is definitely
I dig it. I dig it.
definitely a big thing. Yeah. All right. So Rita, mark one, +1 HX with Crossfade. And finally, Cliff.
hello, I'm Clifton, a founding member of the Shadowcasters Network, also known as Mr. Johnson of the Arcology Podcast, and the musician Prism Shard. If you like the background music in the video, some of it was made by me, including what's being played right now. Check out Prism Shard on SoundCloud.com. And I also GM the Legends of Earth Dawn actual play podcast, and some other stuff. Let's see. For my chosen character, I'm going to go with Farley. Farley learned more about Last. Even
Sure.
though his move made him back away, he still learned and got closer. So I'm going to cancel out that -1 you got earlier.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right. Cool. So yeah, Farley, Merc +1 HX with Last.
Got it.
And I am Max Shepard. I am the audio engineer and producer for Pink Mohawk Edition, as well as the voice of Sergeant Butch. For those of you who follow our Patreon, I just put out a statement yesterday saying that, yes, we are indeed still alive. We do indeed still intend to create more content. So that will be coming up soon. I would also, I also just got involved in another project, in addition to the other 7 million projects that are currently on my plate. And I am super excited to announce this one, personally for myself. I'm a sensitivity reader and script editor on the new audio drama from Red Fathom Entertainment, Hanapocalypse, which I am super, super excited about to get released. It is about a zombie many, many years after the zombie apocalypse and her basically adventures, I guess, and what it's like to be a zombie far in the aftermath of the apocalypse. I don't know. I haven't really thought about a good pitch for it to other people, and I don't know how it's being pitched, but I've read the script. It's good. Yeah, it's awesome, and it's gonna be great. We also have some super talented people on it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again for our next live episode, which again is on Tuesday, August 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern. For those of you watching us live, stick around for a quick Q&A, and we will be reading your super chats and talking about the stuff that we mentioned we were going to discuss during the post-show. So take care out there. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.